What is up, Space Pirates? I am your captain, the supremely suave Dr. Disaster, and today we are going to be taking a look at the entire box office of Walt Disney's company in 2023 and giving you a definitive look at just how much money the idiots at this company have lost.
You idiot!
What an idiot.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
It takes a specific kind of fool to make the kind of movies that Disney has made in the past year and to expect them to do well at the box office. Lots and lots of corporate ass kissers out there try to argue with me whenever I do these sorts of videos, trying to defend the honor of the massive corporation whose ass that they love to kiss. But these people are indefensible. These people at Disney don't know what they're doing, and in this video, I will break down the numbers so that there is virtually no argument. Disney is one massive failure in 2023.
Oh, look! An idiot!
God! I'm surrounded by idiots! Idiots!
So saddle up and grab yourself a bunch of popcorn. You know, the popcorn that you would have bought if you had gone to a single Disney movie this year. Because this video will answer the most burning question that the bigwigs at Disney must be wondering right now.
What did I do to deserve this? I mean, what specifically?
Alright, make sure to hit the like button to support this channel, it really helps, and don't forget to follow me on X or Twitter or whatever the hell you want to call it. My handle is Dr. Disaster1, and I'd love to see you on there. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at the list of movies that came out and hit the box office from Disney in this year. Keep in mind that all I can work with are the reported numbers. Sometimes people claim to hear rumors that a movie cost more or cost less than what is reported, but if we want to be intellectually honest, we can only use the numbers that are in front of us. That being said, the first of the Disney films of 2023 was AntMan and the Wasp: Quantumania. AntMan had a reported production budget of $200 million and a marketing budget of $100 million. I'm going to get very specific on what numbers we use for percentages taken by the theaters. Usually, for simplicity's sake, I use a blanket 50% to describe the amount of money that movie studios take from the box office, because it's actually about 55% domestically and about 40% internationally. But we are going to get very specific here in order to be very accurate, and we will use 25% for Chinese sales because the CCP takes 75% of the box office in that country. That is the cost of doing business in China. With all that said, the movie here, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, took in about $476 million worldwide if we add 55% of the American box office, plus 25% of the Chinese box office, and 40% of everything else. That means Disney took in roughly $216,690,461 at the global box office on a spend of $300 million. That means they lost $83,309,539 on Ant-Man.
Ouch time!
The next movie up from Disney in 2023 was Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which had a reported production budget of $250 million and a marketing budget of $100 million. So this means they spent about $350 million total on the film, and if we look at their worldwide box office of about $846 million and break it down by country, then we can see that Disney took home roughly $379,028,533, meaning they profited $29,028,533 on Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So far, the running total for the amount lost in 2023 is at $54,281,006. But considering that this was the only Disney film that made them any money this year, the ride is going to get very rough from here. The Little Mermaid was the third Disney film released in 2023. It had a $250 million production budget and a $140 million marketing budget for a combined total spend of $390 million.
That's a spicy meatball!
Now, The Little Mermaid took in $569 million worldwide, but if we break that number down, subtracting the theater's take, then Disney's cut of The Little Mermaid box office was about $272,014,652 for a net loss of $117,985,348. That brings our running total for 2023 up to $172,266,354 lost on these terrible, terrible movies. The next of which was Disney Pixar's Elemental. Released in June, and according to Google, it cost $200 million to make and $100 million to promote, for a total cost of $300 million. Box Office Mojo has the film making $496,176,105 at the global box office. If we break that down, Disney took home roughly $219,250,880. That means they lost $80,749,120, bringing their 2023 running total loss to a grand total of $253,015,474. But gangway, folks, because here is where the losses really start piling up for Disney. With everybody's favorite archaeologist, the fact that they lost money with Indiana Jones is so damned laughable, I can't even put it into words. How screwed up must your relationship be with the fans and with reality to have lost money like this? But Indiana Jones and the dial of decidedly shitty storytelling had a global box office of $383 million roughly. The production budget was about $300 million and a reported marketing budget of between $100 and $200 million. Even if we assume the low end of that spectrum and call it $100 million for marketing, they spent $400 million on this movie.
There's a little pee coming out of me right now.
If we break down the box office then, we can see that Indy 5 allowed Disney to take home $170,262,274 on their total spend of $400 million at a minimum. It was probably more, but just for the sake of giving the benefit of the doubt to those who would disagree with us, the movie lost them a whopping $220,737,726. This brings the running 2023 total box office haul for Disney to $473,753,200 in the red, damn near doubling their losses for the year.
Oh, that's gotta hurt!
The next film up was a movie that nobody asked for and nobody cared about, The Haunted Mansion, which brought in about $117 million worldwide. The film had a reported $150 million budget according to Google. It was like pulling teeth trying to find a marketing budget for the film, but if we go by the Disney standard of $100 million, then the total cost of the film was $250 million. After accounting for Disney's percentages at the box office, we can see they brought home $57,127,909 on their cost of $250 million, meaning they lost $192,872,091 on The Haunted Mansion. This brings their 2023 losses to a staggering total of $666,625,291. But we're just heating up because the end of the year was brutal for Disney. The Marvels famously lost the company millions of dollars. The film cost $273.8 million to make, according to this article from Collider, but there was a $55 million subsidy from the UK government. Sorry to all my UK viewers, sorry your stupid government gives away your tax dollars on crap like this, but that leaves a spend of about $218.8 million, and I couldn't get any solid marketing numbers for the film, but once again, if we assume the standard $100 million for marketing, then we have a total spend of $318.8 million. After breaking down the total box office, we can see they brought home a whopping $92,176,928 on that spend of $318.8 million. That is a loss of $226,623,072. This brings their total accumulated losses of 2023 at this point to $893,243,363.
Oh, what a loser!
But we've still got one more box office bomb to go. Wish was a movie widely panned. I'm sure that Disney wishes that they had never made the damn thing. According to an article by Screen Rant, the movie had a production budget of $200 million. Once again, if we assume the $100 million base level that Disney spends on marketing per film, that leaves us with a total spend of $300 million on this movie. Considering it only made $126 million or so at the box office, this one is gonna sting. After doing the math, Wish brought Disney only $97,648,527 for a total loss of $202,351,473. That gives us a grand total loss of 2023 of, are you ready for this? $1,095,599,836. Now, considering the IP advantage that this studio has, that Disney has, there has to be something wrong here. There has to be some kind of disconnect between the customer and the company. Either these bozos have to fix this disconnect, which will involve swallowing their pride and tucking their woke little tails behind their legs, or they will have to cut costs on these movies, meaning they can no longer rely on fancy CGI quite so much in order to tell their tales. An emphasis on actual storytelling would have to be made, and I don't think that that is a bet that Disney wants to make. Not these days with their current stable of unstable lunatic writers. I'm not sure what Disney will do, but it's clear to see why Nelson Peltz has some leverage in getting his investment firm entrenched on the Disney board. The next year will be quite interesting to watch. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.